Good morning, and this is Abhijit. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your response. Okay, great. So I would like all of you to, be attentive and at least be informed and learn about uh, how and where to start your GATE 2023 and 2024 preparation. Uh, and Thank you for joining for this session. And Today we have a very special guest, and I will introduce him to all of you. Um, Before that, my name is Avijit Nath, and I work as the program manager at Vidyalankar Infinite. And today, joining us is Ratul Das. He has secured All India rank of 30 in GATE 2021 and currently doing his masters from IISc Bangalore. He is from electronics background, but today he is going to share his overview uh, on this exam and the preparation strategy, and how like he is going to give you information on the entire recruitment process at Indian Institute of Science, and I'm pretty sure he must have also, understood the enrollment process of IITs and NITs. He'll explain that as well. He'll share his preparation journey. He'll share his preparation strategies, and of course, some tips and tricks. Uh, so we will take your questions as well, and please feel free to write your questions in the chat. But we have a small presentation which we are going to run in the backdrop, and we will have an informal discussion with Ratul. uh, Whatever questions you have, please keep it towards the end, or if you have any questions, we will take few questions in the middle of the session as well. Feel free to write whatever doubts and whatever questions you have. So from Vidyalankar Infinite, I welcome all of you to the session, and I hope this 1 hours that you are dedicating today, although it is a Sunday, it's helpful for you, and you get to learn a lot of things today by the end of the session. Uh, yeah, so without much delay, let us first quickly, uh, give an overview of what we are going to do today. Firstly, we will be learning everything about the GATE exam. Secondly, we will give you an preparation list. So we have 7-point GATE preparation list, which you can check, and you can verify, or you can understand where you are currently. Okay, 10 different GATE resources, like study material, which study material to focus on, how to take the test series, uh, how to solve questions, everything we will discuss. And then we will try to find out how Ratul has managed to secure All India rank of 30 30 Also, we will take all your questions in by the end of the session. Plus, we have a very special offer for all the attendees today, and we are starting our new batch very soon. So if you want to join our new batch, then we have an subscription offer which we are going to reveal by the end of the session. Okay, so be sure to stick till the end. Before moving ahead and getting Ratul on board, let me first give you a brief about Vidyalankar, because I know most of you follow us on Instagram and our YouTube channels. But let me tell you some brief history and brief journey of Vidyalankar. So we are one of the India's oldest educational institute. Okay, so Vidyalankar was established in 1960, in the year 1960, and so we are 61-year-old educational institute. So we have 5 colleges in Mumbai. One is VIT, which is Vidyalankar Institute of Technology, which cater engineering and MBA. Then we have Vidyalankar School of Information Technology, which caters BSc IT and MSc IT. Then we have Vidyalankar Business School for MBA programs. Then we have VII, which is basically a vertical where we send students for, like we have tied up with many universities abroad. in countries like USA, Canada, and we run different programs under BII. Then we have Vidyalankar Polytechnic, which is VP. So these are the 5 colleges that we have in Mumbai. Then we have a publication house in Mumbai as well. And then like we service students from school foundation to PhD. We have 12 centers in Mumbai where we train students for different test preparation. And of course, every year we service more than 40,000 students. And the GATE division, Vidyalankar GATE division, was established in 2003. So we have a huge credential of around 17 to 18 years, and we have helped more than 12,000 students to achieve their GATE dream. So this is us. This is Vidyalankar Group as a whole. If you want to know more about us, you can visit our website, and you can check the details there. Now, moving ahead, Ratul, are you there?
Yeah, I am there.
Yeah. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yes, great. So, you have joined from IIC hostel?
Yeah, I am in the hostel right now.
Okay, great. So, Ratul, the format will be, we have a small presentation, so we will give them information. Plus, I will address some questions to you. So, these questions are not mine personally, but basically, these are the questions that mostly students ask. Okay. So, and I hope that the students will get to learn a lot about not only the GATE exam, but about for their career and what options they have as a whole. So let's start. Firstly, so the number one is when we are going to decide like when to start GATE preparation. Okay, uh, as we all know now. The eligibility criteria of GATE has been reduced to third year of engineering. So earlier it was final year of engineering students who were allowed to take the GATE exam, but now they have reduced it to third year of engineering. So the right time to prepare GATE exam is right from second year of engineering. Okay. So Ratul, the question is for you. आपने कभी decide किया था when you have decided to prepare for GATE exam?
गेट एग्जाम मेरा तो मतलब सेकेंड ईयर में जब मैंने उठा था तो जो मतलब कि बेसिक मेरा जो मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का जो कोर्सेज था वो सेकेंड ईयर से चालू होता था। फर्स्ट ईयर में तो
Correct.
जनरल कोर्सेज होता था।
Right.
तो सेकेंड ईयर में जब वो कोर्सेज एक 1 बाय 1 हो रहा था और मैंने खुद के आसपास का मतलब एनवायरनमेंट चेक किया, तो तब मुझे लगा कि नहीं, गेट के लिए अभी थोड़ा मुझे फोकस करना चाहिए क्योंकि ये कोर्स सब्जेक्ट है और इसके बेसिस पे अगर मुझे फ्यूचर में जाना है या करियर डिसाइड करने, जो मुझे वो बेसिक जो मेरा जो डोमेन का नॉलेज है, उस नॉलेज के बेसिस में जो करियर, तो उसके लिए
Yeah.
मैंने वो सेकेंड ईयर में मतलब जो फोर्थ सेमेस्टर के शुरू शुरू से ही तब मैंने गेट के लिए मतलब पूरा प्रिपरेशन का इनिशियल
Right.
स्टार्ट तभी किया था।
Right. So, like since we are coaching and training students since a long time, so we did our own sort of research where we got to know that on an average it takes around 600 hours of self study, like not the coaching time that we have calculated, only the self study, that the time that you want to dedicate at home. So which is average 2 hours per day if you have 1 hour of time, like 1 year of time spent. Okay. So yeah, so uh, सही बोल रहे रातुल कि अगर जेन्युइनली आप प्रिपेयर करना चाहते हैं, सो राइट टाइम वुड बी फ्रॉम सेकेंड ईयर इटसेल्फ, बिकॉज सेकेंड ईयर से आपको आपके कोर सब्जेक्ट्स मिल जाते हैं, कोर इंजीनियरिंग के सब्जेक्ट्स मिल जाते हैं, जहां से गेट का सिलेबस स्टार्ट होता है। और फर्स्ट ईयर का अगर आप पढ़ना चाहते हो तो वहां से आप दो चीजें प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो, वन इज जनरल एप्टीट्यूड एंड सेकेंड इज मैथ्स, because engineering mathematics is also important. And yes, so it should be as early as possible, right? आपने थर्ड ईयर में भी अटेम्प्ट किया था रातुल?
नहीं, हम for us in the third year there isn't any option to give it, so we have to give from the fourth year.
फोर्थ ईयर ओनली, या। सो ये थर्ड ईयर का जो एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया दैट हैज बीन इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन 2021. So
Yeah, in my year only.
yes. So now there is an advantage for students who want to prepare for GATE, because you have an option to give your first attempt in third year itself. फिर आपके पास एक chance और रहेगा final year में. Although GATE exam appear करने के लिए कोई age limit नहीं है. You can take GATE exam as many times as you want. But अगर आपको कॉलेज के साथ साथ खत्म करना है तो आप 2 अटेम्प्ट तो दे ही सकते हो कम से कम थर्ड ईयर एंड फाइनल ईयर में, राइट? सो या, so Ratul, like, do you really think that आपने जब जल्दी स्टार्ट किया, सेकेंड ईयर से ही स्टार्ट किया, it really helped you?
सेकेंड ईयर से जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था तो मेरा जब मतलब सेमेस्टर के कोर्सेज के पैरेलल जब मैं गेट के कोर्सेज रेडी कर रहा था तो उस वक्त तो मुझे उसके पैरेलल ही हो रहा था, लेकिन आखिर में जब एक्स्ट्रा जो टाइम मिला था लास्ट 6 मंथ्स में गेट के पहले, मतलब तब मुझे वो सिलेबस खत्म करने का उतना प्रेशर नहीं था। तो वो एक्स्ट्रा टाइम में मैं अपने रिवीजन के लिए, टेस्ट सीरीज देने के लिए, खुद से स्टडी करने के लिए जो एक्स्ट्रा टाइम मुझे मिला था वो मतलब साबित हुआ। मतलब क्योंकि हमारे जो सेमेस्टर का लास्ट सेमेस्टर में प्लेसमेंट का थोड़ा ये रहता है, तो उस वक्त जो एक्स्ट्रा टाइम मुझे गेट के लिए चाहिए था वो मुझे मिल रहा था तब, इसीलिए
Okay,
जब मैंने पहले शुरू किया था तो help किया।
okay. So like there are students who have joined from South and probably they don't understand Hindi. So I'll explain in English for you guys. So what Ratul is saying that since he had started early, so he completed his syllabus pretty earlier, and then he got a lot of time for revision and taking test series and all those last minute preparation things. So that's why there have always been an advantage for students who have started early. Okay, so if you guys are thinking of preparing GATE, so the best time or the right time was yesterday, and the second best time is today. So if you want to start preparing for GATE, so start as early as possible. So second year, probably the third semester is the right time. Okay, now second thing that you need to do is finalize your why, your GATE goal in mind. As in, like, you need to have a goal, right? Because if you are preparing for an exam, do not prepare just because your friends are doing the same thing, or you are not sure about it. Okay, so before preparing, like before starting your preparation, it can be GATE or it can be any other exam, you should have a set goal in mind. So setting a goal is very important. So here I'm going to tell you, like, what are the opportunities that you can get after your GATE exam if you have a good GATE score. Okay, so we have categorized this in 7 different categories. So you can see on the screen, first one is higher employability and campus placement, because the syllabus of GATE exam is such which covers general aptitude as well as core technical subjects, so you can easily crack campus placement. So it gives you a chance of increasing your probability of getting employed. Okay, second is jobs in public sector undertaking. So there are various public sector undertaking, more than 100 plus currently, which are recruiting through GATE exam. So to name a few of them, NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, SAIL, GAIL, and IOCL. So these are all PSUs where you can apply, and it requires you to have a good GATE score to apply for PSUs. Okay, third is you can do your masters, ME, MTech, MS, or PhD programs with a good GATE score from top premier institutes in India like IITs, IIScs, NITs, and some good government colleges. You can also enroll yourself for interdisciplinary program at NEET. So NEET is also one of a kind institute in India. The full form of NEET is National Institute for Industrial Engineering. So what is the specialty of NEET? It gives MBA degree, but it only enrolls engineering students. So non-engineers cannot apply to NEET. So that means you get a techno-commercial degree and you can apply for NEET, the courses in NEET with the help of your GATE score. Okay, you can also fly abroad with a good GATE score. There are countries like Germany and Singapore which specifically have mentioned for their universities that they are going to enroll Indian students who have a GATE score of 90 percentile and above. Okay, then also you can go for integrated PhD and research fellowship. Also, you can do fellowship program in IIMs, Indian Institute of Management. So basically, this is a 5 years fellowship program which you can apply for. Okay, so in it has different disciplines like sales, marketing, operations, finance. So you can select that, but this is a 5 years doctoral program, fellowship program in Indian Institute of Management. Okay, so many options, only one single exam, which is the GATE exam. Okay, so guys, now time for a question to all of you. I just want to know if you have already decided your goal of taking the GATE exam. Just please write in the chat so that we get to know you better. So if you know, like if you have already decided what you are going to do and why you are preparing, why do you want to prepare for GATE exam? Yes, very good. So there are students who are responding. I say Bangalore, PSUs. Good. Pooja has said that she want to go for PSUs. PSU. Okay. 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 So there are like students have opted for IIT, IISC, and many PSUs. Okay. So there are many students who have opted for MTech also. That's really great. Okay. So I'll give you some brief about PSU jobs. Why PSU jobs are very beneficial and what are the benefits of working for PSUs. First of all, you'll get to work for your core domain. So if you are a mechanical engineer, you'll get to work for mechanical domain. If you are an electronics engineer, you'll get to work for an electronic domain. Okay, so that's one thing. Salary and pay packages, we all know PSUs offer a very good salary and good pay packages. So on an average 9 lakhs plus, but there are PSUs who have offered CTC of around 22 lakhs as well. Okay, and thirdly, like you will get many perks and benefits along with your salary, like fooding, lodging, medical benefits, XYZ. Stable job. No one is going to unless and until you are involved in some unethical thing. No one is going to fire you from a public sector undertaking, unlike IT companies and all other private organizations. Plus you'll get a social status as well, because PSUs are considered as economic driver of our country. Okay, they contribute to the economy of our country, so you'll get a social status as well. So these are the advantage of working for PSUs. uh Corporate jobs, you can also get corporate jobs if you have a good GATE score. There are many private sectors also uh, who have now started recruiting with GATE score. So companies like Siemens, Tata Technologies, L&T, they have started recruiting engineers who have a good GATE score. Okay, so what do they require is domain expertise, right? So most of the core companies, they will look for resources who have domain expertise. Domain expertise means if you are electronics engineer, you should understand basic of electronics. If you are mechanical engineer, you should understand basic of mechanical. This is what domain expertise is, and GATE is one exam which tests your domain expertise, because it is combination of general aptitude and core subjects. So if you have a good GATE score, you have a fair chance of getting selected in corporate jobs, especially the core companies. Okay, higher education, there are many students who have opted for Indian, like who have said their goal is Indian Institute of Science, IIT, IISc, NITs, and IIMs. Okay, so these are the options that you have. There are IITs and NITs. There are more than there are 23 IITs now as of now, and there are I think more than 30 NITs where you can apply for master's program. So these IITs and NITs, they have 2 years MTech program as well as 3 years MTech program. So the competition or the cutoff goes high for 2 years MTech program. Then, of course, Indian Institute of Science, we will get to know in detail about the recruitment process of ISC from Ratul. Then Indian Institute of Management, IIMs, the fellowship program that I have already said, and NEET. Okay, so in NEET, if you are really interested for techno managerial profile, then NEET is your destination. Okay, but the cutoff for NEET is generally high, uh, below 500. AI below 500 will have a fair chance of getting selected in NEET. So they have 3 courses. One is postgraduate diploma in industrial engineering, which is their flagship program. Then they have manufacturing management, PGD MM, and they have PGD PM. PM is project management. So these are the 3 courses. Ratul, So I want to know, like, I know, like, in IISc, top 50 students, they are directly selected, right? Top 50 AIR.
No, that previously that was the rule, but from now on, like in last 2 years, what had happened that due to GATE they couldn't conduct the physical interview. So for that reason, for electronic systems engineering and for microelectronics and VLSI, what they did is they took an aggregate of class 10th, class 12th, and BTech CGPA. So
Okay.
70% weightage they gave to GATE score, and 30% weightage they gave to that. But from this
Okay.
year onwards, like, again that interview is coming back. Interview.
Okay.
And from this year also the interview will happen along with
Okay.
GATE.
Okay. So how was your like interview? What kind of questions were asked, and how did you tackle?
No, I didn't had the interview. For us it was that GATE score and the previous year score. मतलब, class 10th, class 12th and BTech CGPA aggregate. So
Okay.
based on that.
Okay. Okay. And do you also have an idea of cutoff this year for Indian Institute of Science for different branches?
I mean, let me turn on the video.
Yeah.
Am I visible?
Yes. Yes, Ratu. You are crystal clear.
Yeah. So actually, what happened in for us in that, like, cutoff, there isn't such a cutoff. But for if you want in electronics or microelectronics, VLSI, for a general category student, your score should be above 850. 850 is a good safe score for in ESC, and microelectronics maybe 870 or 875. And there
Okay.
is a department of electronics and communication. So for that, I think around 800 or 820.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
score has
Okay.
to go.
Okay. So, like for electronics, especially since you are from electronics, to get a score of 820 plus, how many marks you need to get out of 100?
820, I think rank of around 150, 150 to 200.
150.
Because
What was your marks out of 100?
marks I got 63 and my
63.
score was 893.
Okay. Okay. 63. Okay. And
Actually,
what
marks
was, yeah.
actually marks is a relative thing to year, but that gate score is actually the normalize the marks into a score. So the
Yeah.
gate score actually that is more
Yeah.
of an absolute, right?
Yeah. So here, since like there are many students from second year, third year, they would not understand the score calculation. I'll give you just a basic idea. So generally, what happens is gate exam is conducted on the 4 different days. Like I think last year it was conducted in 6 different days, 6 or 8 different days, 2 weekends. So like 4 different days, they'll have different papers. So they normalize all the papers based on marks and the weightage of the paper and the difficulty level of the paper. So you'll get a mark, you'll get a rank, you will also get a gate score. Okay. So then generally the recruitment process of IIT and IISc will be based on your rank and your score. Okay. But to get a fair idea of how many marks you should score, जैसे for example Ratul, he has scored 63 out of 100 and an all India rank of 30. Okay. Also it depends on difficulty level of the paper. So this time, like for him, the paper was difficult, pretty difficult, because I have seen I think in 2018 electrical paper was easy, so the highest mark was around 97. So so yeah, so it's such a way that you will have to understand both, like the difficulty level of the paper and your the accuracy level, how accurately you have corrected the paper. You have okay. Yeah, Bhargavi, for computer science engineering, the score will be pretty same. Okay, for Indian Institute of Science specifically. For IITs, like the process is completely decentralized. So there are different IITs. There are 23 IITs. So every IITs will have like all these IITs will have different recruitment process. Okay, so you'll have to apply to these IITs differently, and I think the minimum cutoff, to be very honest, would be 680 or 700 score. Okay, out of 1,000. So अभी marks पे बात करेंगे तो like if you have a dream to get into this top premier institutes like IIT, IISc or PSU, just have a score in mind. I think 70 plus would be fair. Like up, you should always try to get 70 plus out of 100. Okay. Now, higher education abroad. So I have said that there are two countries, one is Germany and one is Singapore, where uh, you can apply based on your GATE score. So these are the universities. One is National University of Singapore, Nanyang Technological University, Technical University of Munich, which is in Germany, and RWTH Aachen University. And the eligibility criteria to apply to these universities is 90 percentile and above, not percentage, but percentile. So Ratul, your percentile would be 99 point something.
Yeah, 99.6 or 99.7 something.
Yeah. And here the cutoff is 90 percentile and above. To score a 90 percentile is not that difficult in GATE. So if you're, even if your rank is 6,000, 7,000, your percentile might be above 90, and you can apply to this university. So this is one option that you have, right? So yeah, so the next question, Ratul, to you is, did you have a goal on mind? आपने पहले से सोचा था कि I will land up in IISc Bangalore or not?
नहीं, मतलब एम मेरा पहला था ईएससी क्रैक करना। ईएससी में
Okay.
ईएससी के लिए मैंने प्रिपरेशन शुरू किया था। ईएससी के बाद क्या हुआ कि मतलब वो बीच में रेलवे सीट उतर गया था, मतलब 35 रेलवे सीट निकलता था, वो बंद हो गया उस ईयर से। तो तब मैंने सोचा कि अगर ईएससी नहीं हुआ और मैंने अगर प्रिपरेशन शुरू किया तो गेट पे फोकस करती, क्योंकि गेट में जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज मुझे मिलेगा वो एक अलग ही अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलता है। जो अगर गेट में आप 300-400 के अंदर रैंक कर जाओ तो एक अलग अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलता है, और खुद जो करना चाहते हो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आप अपना फ्यूचर या करियर बिल्ड कर सकते हैं। तो तब मैंने डिसाइड किया था कि मतलब ठीक है, तो मुझे अगर मेरे करियर के लिए ये इम्पोर्टेंट है कि एक अच्छा जॉब भी मिलेगा, या मैं यहाँ से अगर पीएचडी करके निकालूं कि आईआईटी বা आईआईसी से पीएचडी करके निकालूं तो मुझे एक एज अ प्रोफेसर भी एक करियर मिलेगा। तो इसीलिए मैंने
Oh,
गेट एग्जाम को फोकस
very
किया।
nice. So, like, you are also passionate about teaching.
यस सर, यस।
Okay, great.
That is the main
So,
reason for selecting IIT over IIT Bombay.
okay, very good. So, like, एक तो ऐसा mindset है, there is such mindset of students that teaching jobs are not good. But let me tell you all, like, it is also a highly paid job, especially if you get a chance, to be a lecturer or professor in premier institute like IIT, IISc, or there is no life better than that. Okay, like that is my perception. Because अभी students का normally they have a mindset like, अरे यार teaching job, but like if you talk about salary, it's very competitive in the market. Teachers, especially the professors and faculties, they earn a lot. Okay, so we will move ahead. Like second thing, the third that you should understand is study about the gate before studying for the gate, which means that if you do not know what the exam is, how you are going to prepare, right? So you need to understand what gate exam actually test. So first is your concepts, how good your concepts are, your application skills. You need to apply different concepts to different questions. Your problem solving skills, you need to get to the solution. Half done questions के लिए कोई mark नहीं है, half done answers के लिए कोई mark नहीं है. So you need to solve the problem. And third is time management skill, because it is a time bound exam. So you'll have to solve questions on given time. Okay. Who conducts GATE? It's conducted by Indian Institute of like IITs in collaboration with IISc. Okay, every year different IITs conduct a GATE exam, and Ministry of HRD. So that's why you get that stipend as well. Okay, I think I have missed that point. If you are GATE qualified student and if you are doing masters from IITs, IISc, NITs, government colleges or any Ministry of HRD approved college, you will earn stipend. Okay, आपको 12,400 rupees every month for 2 years MTech program. For 3 years MTech program, that stipend can go a little bit high based on what kind of job or what kind of task you have been assigned. So Ratul, आपको stipend आना start हो गया? You are getting stipend?
हाँ, मतलब स्टाइपेंड मतलब फर्स्ट 4 मंथ्स के बाद, मतलब फर्स्ट मिड टर्म हो उसके बाद से अलग होती थी। हमारा
Okay.
ऑनलाइन
So
था तो मिड टर्म के
okay.
बाद से होते
Okay, so you got all this 4 months amount altogether.
थे।
So you
एवरीथिंग।
must have got more than 50,000, right? 50,000 के
यस।
आसपास कुछ मिला होगा. Yeah. Okay, great. Score validity, GATE score is valid for 3 years. Okay, which means that if you have taken GATE in 2023, so your score will be valid for 23, 24, and 25. Okay, this is specially for admissions in for master's program. Okay, PSUs they might ask for current score as well. Okay, so for PSU vacancies, test pattern is online. It is CBT type, which is computer based test type exam. Test syllabus is technical and general aptitude. So technical includes your core subjects, maths and general aptitude, and number of papers. You can now, you have an option to choose one or two paper. Okay, so this is optional. If you want to appear one paper, which is your core branch, that is also fine. If you want to appear for two paper, so they have given that option. And iska option aapko kahan se pata chalega, where you will get to know about this, you can refer to the brochure. Okay, paper pattern, there are three types of questions that you will be asked. One is MCQ, MSQ, and numerical type question. So MCQs are basically multiple choice questions where you will be given four options and one option would be correct. Here you will have negative marking for 1 mark question, 0.33 negative marking, for 2 mark question, 0.66. MSQ type question are those questions where more than one options might be correct. Okay, but very few, like almost 5 to 6 marks will come for MSQ type question, and numerical type question are questions where you have to solve the problem, and you'll have to just give one word answer. Okay, it can be numbers or it can be something else. So ye hai numerical type question. So these are the three type of question. There is no negative marking for MSQ and numerical type question. There is negative marking only for MCQ type question. So Ratul, did you have any, like, did you had any sort of strategies while applying, while appearing for the exam? For example, I'm going to solve MCQ first, then I'm going to solve numerical, or any such strategies did you have?
Yeah, for the strategy, because from my experience of the test series which I had appeared in the previous time, so from the test series I got to know that which subject I'm more comfortable and which subject I'm less comfortable. So in the exam, I tried to answer, means I tried to work out the solutions of the questions from that subject which I am more comfortable with. And there are many questions like which for me in the first 10 questions, some questions had appeared like which are not that easy. I think I guess very few people have answered. So I have like skipped that questions and I just in the first go I had attempted only those questions which I could answer. I'm comfortable about that. So like this. And then again I came back and for the answer I needed.
Yeah. So like these strategies are very subjective, right? It depends on how you approach the paper. I have I have discussed with few toppers this year. Some said that they want to, like, they want to attend the easiest first because it boosts their confidence. Then they go to the hard questions or difficult questions. Some says that, like, my I'm very fresh for the first half an hour, so I attempt the difficult questions first, then I keep the easiest for the later part of the exam. So it depends. It's very subjective, but you should have your own strategy if you are really preparing for this national level competitive exam. Now this is the paper structure. So 15% will be general aptitude, which means that almost 15% marks will be general aptitude. 15% is engineering mathematics, and remaining 70% will be core engineering subjects. Okay. Number of questions is 65. So you will have 65 questions on the paper. 100 marks ka paper rahega, and the time duration will be 3 hours. So there is only one single paper. Okay. Now, since we have discussed most of the things related to GATE, tell us in the chat if you know what is a good GATE marks. What is that magic score out of 100? How? Okay, someone, Somitra has already replied 65 plus plus. Okay, so what is that score, and आपके दिमाग में कौन सा score है? Someone has rated 50 plus. So I think as a goal you should have, okay, 70 plus, 80 plus. Okay, great. Okay, okay. So these are a magic score, and guys, let me also tell you that these scores we have generalized based on last 6 to 7 years cutoff from these different institutes. Okay, so if you want, you can take a snapshot of this, but be specific. This is subject to changes. If the paper is easy, if the difficulty level of the paper is easy, it might happen that the cutoff increases or the higher score increases. Okay, so yeah, so this is based on last 5 years this thing cutoff for this institute. Okay, now the point number 4 is identify how you are going to learn. Okay, so yeah, so this is one area which we wanted to discuss is self-study versus coaching. Okay, why you should opt for coaching for competitive exam like GATE or JEE or any other competitive exam. What is the major difference? Okay, ultimately, because you are the one, students are the one who are going to appear for the exam. Okay, so 50% of your preparation would be helped by coaching institute. Coaching institute is nothing but it is an institute or it is an organization which will help you with resources, like good teachers, good faculty. They will provide you with good books. Okay, customized books. Maybe they will give you past exam question papers, and they'll give you all those resources required, maybe test or mock test series and everything. Okay, so that is where coaching comes into play, because if you are doing self study, you will have to gather all this, and it is very difficult to curate all this study material and all good study material and everything at the same time. Okay, so you will be investing a lot of time, okay, which a coaching institute will help you to get it done very easily. Because the you if you have enrolled with us, you will get all this study material and everything at the first place. Okay, so yeah, so and the second thing is, sometimes if you self study or if you study alone, uh, you might get demotivated. Okay, so that peer group or the peers will help you a lot, because you will have your fellow mates who are also doing for the same goal, and you'll understand what is your current position. Okay, if you are competing these students, what is your current position. Okay, uh, yeah, plus learning alongside with other students in a nurturing environment and in can be a constant source of motivation for you, and you'll have access to the right guidance that helps you in constantly improving. Okay, because you will be guided by a teacher who have been there and who have done that. Okay, and you'll be guided by a mentor like Ratul. Okay, so because they have already cracked it, they know the tips and tricks, they can easily guide you. So that's why coaching is important. Okay, now number 5 is gather all study resources. Okay, what kind of study resources you will require? You will require concept video lectures, which will be provided to you. You'll have to solve a lot and lot of questions. Okay, so the resources could be past exam question papers. It's very important to solve past exam questions. It is also important to solve questions on your reference books. Okay, and our study material have more than 8,000 plus questions. Plus, we also provide past exam question papers separately. Okay, you will get 2 books, one books with question set, segregated topic wise and subject wise. You will also get one book which will have solution to those questions. Okay, revision material you will need to make short notes. Okay, and then test. And tests are very important. So we will give you test 15 mock test, online mock test, and there are more than 80 plus tests. Okay, so there are tests of 1 hour, there are tests of 2 hours, and we will also give you daily practice set which you need to practice daily. Okay, so in our application itself you will get 10 questions to practice daily, and it's free of cost. You can easily attempt those questions. Okay, okay, so let's come to Ratul again, because we also want to know his study schedule, how his study schedule was like. Okay, so Ratul, kaisa tha aapka study schedule? How was your timetable, and how did you prepare for GATE?
गेट के लिए मतलब वो नोट्स लेने का, फिर वो सब टाइम को छोड़ के मतलब खुद से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए आपको everything you have to invest 2 to 3 hours means every day means the weekdays when there will be college, there will be a college session, there will be classes for those times. The 2 3 hours every day you have to give for solving questions, and maybe in the weekend you can give increase that time to 4 5 hours. Like I had made that like in the weekdays I gave around 2 3 hours, and in the weekends I gave 4 5 hours for study. Studying means it includes as well as revision of the notes. Then it will include problem solving, solving the previous year questions, solving question bank. These things should include in this everything, and that
Okay,
should be done in the regularly. Like problem solving has to be done.
problem solving have to be done regularly, right?
Yes, because the more
So
we solve the problem, the more conceptualized, like the more how many in ways the question can come. These things also.
okay, okay. So did you give any target to yourself, like this week I'm going to solve these many questions, the next week I'm
That not number of questions, but yeah, these topics I have to cover this week. And these are the topics I have to cover. I had always a plan, like what to study,
okay,
like which part I have to complete, so that the is what I can say. The what doesn't pile up. Because
okay,
whatever is that I get to learn, I complete the solve.
okay. And कभी ऐसा हुआ आपकी you have missed whatever goal you have set for that particular week and did you get demotivated because of that?
नहीं मतलब डिमोटिवेटेड तो नहीं होता, लेकिन हाँ कभी कभी तो छूटता है, मतलब छूटेगा ही
Hmm.
वो, मतलब आप
Hmm.
10 टॉपिक्स रखोगे, 9 टॉपिक्स होगा, एक टॉपिक छोड़ेगा, लेकिन वो अगले वीक में कवर कर लेता हूँ, और फिर मतलब अगले
Right.
वीक में शायद थोड़ा कम, ये मतलब बैलेंस हो जाता है, मतलब इतना
Okay. Okay.
इतना नहीं होता, बैलेंस होता
And what about your hobbies and all? कुछ extra curricular activities करते थे आप?
है। बहुत क्रिकेट मैच देखता था, इंडिया का जो भी मैच था, आईपीएल था पूरा, वो सब मैंने देखा था, या वेब सीरीज बहुत निकालने की था, वो सब वो कभी कभी देखता हूँ, ज्यादा नहीं मतलब, लेकिन क्रिकेट ज्यादा देखता हूँ, मतलब वो
Okay. Okay, okay. And how is your like how is your day, your entire day at IISc Bangalore? आप शुरू से क्या करते हो अभी? हॉस्टल में आपका रूममेट है और you stay alone?
नहीं नहीं, हमारे यहाँ पे रूम में 20 सिंगल रूम,
Single
so
room से, oh very good.
yeah, so single rooms. And for IISc, like in the weekdays we have our classes, so some classes are going on online, some classes are in offline, so in hybrid mode. So whenever we have to go to the class, we have to reach in the building, in our department, and in the
Okay,
morning hours, in afternoon hours, all go to the class, and then after evening we sometimes sit with our friends to discuss assignments. Like weekdays ऐसे ही चले जाते हैं सर, असाइनमेंट डिस्कस करते हैं, असाइनमेंट सॉल्व करते हैं, क्लास करते हैं, वीकेंड में
okay,
थोड़ा घूमने जाते हैं और कैंपस में।
okay. The campus is very beautiful. Like I have
हम्म,
been to IISc Bangalore campus. It's very beautiful. Like it's green, or the hostel campus is also very
इट्स वेरी
beautiful.
ब्यूटीफुल।
Yeah, yeah. आप आपका ये हॉस्टल का थोड़ा स्नीक पिक दे सकते हैं क्या लास्ट में? कुछ रूम
हाँ
साफ सुथरा है
मतलब,
अभी?
नहीं हमारा हमारा जो हॉस्टल मिला है वो हमको पीडी ब्लॉक में मिला है हॉस्टल, मतलब ये साल में हॉस्टल का थोड़ा शॉर्टेज है, तो पीडी ब्लॉक में मिला है अभी, थोड़ा थोड़ा मतलब उस साइड में पीएचडी वाले जो जो कंप्लीट कर रहे हैं उसका रूम खाली हो रहा है, तो एक दो कर करके उस साइड पे फिर बुला रहे
ओके, ओके। एंड व्हाट अदर फैसिलिटीज डू यू गेट? लाइक वहां पे कैंपस में साइकिल वगैरह मिलता है ना? यू गेट साइकिल एंड ऑल,
हैं।
राइट?
we
सो
we get cycle, there is free wi-fi to every room hostel, the free wi-fi access we have everything, and library 24 into 7, department labs, like whichever lab you are, means we are in the second semester and we are already allocated the project, our MTech project, so we
oh,
can have access to our lab anytime.
okay. And there are just a second, huh? Okay. And like I think there are sports facility also, right? Very there is
There
a
is a
very big
gymkhana, there
ground.
is a cricket,
Yeah,
yeah, there is a
yeah.
cricket ground, football ground, hockey ground, everything,
Swimming pool is
badminton
also
court,
there, right?
swimming pool, everything, sports
Yes,
club,
yes. So whatever I don't know. Do you get time for this sports and all?
weekends morning.
Weekends, man. Okay, okay, nice, very nice. Okay, so coming to the last second point is make a macro note or maybe a 12 to 24 months plan where you need to have a plan how you are going to complete the entire syllabus. Okay, guys, if you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot of this roadmap. So we generally what we do is for all our students we create a roadmap based on their activities. Okay, so if you want, you can get back to us. You can contact us. We can help you in creating a schedule, like creating a plan for the entire year. Uh, you can have your own, milestone thing. Like you can have your own milestone sheet where you can have a plan of what you are going to do this month, the next month, and how you are going to complete the syllabus. So generally, the syllabus for us would be over by November, December, and December and Jan would be mostly revision and taking test series, okay, which is very important, right? And the last point is you can kickstart your gate preparation. So these are the 7 points to discuss again. First, decide when you are going to take start your gate preparation. Then you have a set goal on mind. This will help you to constantly keep you motivated. This will constantly keep you motivated. If you do not have a goal, then you will reach nowhere. Okay, so that is very important. uh, Try to understand what gate exam is before starting your preparation. Try to understand the paper pattern, try to solve some basic questions, and then identify how you are going to learn. Okay, you can gather all the study resources. You can join an institute which will help you to get all of this done. Then you have a plan for 12 months or 24 months, whatever it is. Students who are in second year, they should have a plan for 24 months. Who are in third year, you should have a plan for 12 months, and then you can kickstart your preparation. Okay, so this is what it is. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this. This is the overview of what we have discussed now. It's basically the same. GATE exam is all about practice. You need to, as Ratul also mentioned correctly, you need to practice a lot of questions. Okay, so the resources can be past exam question papers. Then there are many questions which we give to our students. Our reference books and the Vidyalankar notes itself have more than 8,000 plus questions which you can solve. There are solved questions, there are unsolved questions, and then we also give past exam question paper separately. You can solve that. You should solve that. Ratul, what is the importance of past exam question papers? Kitna important hai?
Most important, because the previous year question papers, actually that will form your basic. If
Right.
you solve the previous year question papers, you will get to know that what type of questioning, the format of the question, the language of the question, or the way they ask a certain thing. So this the idea of that whole thing, like whole question thing, will be cleared if you first solve the
Right.
previous year questions. Then basically, if
Right.
you solve the 20 years question paper, then what I said, like you will get to know that what are the areas which are the most important, which you need to
Right.
focus more on.
Right. And plus, do you also prepare multiple subjects at the same time, or you picked one subject at a time?
Depending on the difficulty level of the subject. Like when I was doing network theory, then in parallel to that, I did something digital electronics. Like then with control system, I did something else subject.
Yeah.
Like this,
So you have
with the easy
coupled
subject,
subjects which are relatable, right?
relatable, and I think the easy. Like when we had studied the communication systems or maybe analogy electronics, those subjects I did with one subject at a time because those are heavy subjects. So
Right.
that is
So yeah, so that can be I have I have spoken to many toppers, and they do one thing. They couple subjects. Okay, you can couple subjects which are relatable. Okay, because there are subjects like for which you will get in second year, and the advanced level you will get in third year. So you can couple those subjects, and it will be easier for you to prepare. Okay, or to avoid boredom also, because if you are preparing one subject for maybe 15 days, you might get bored. So you can combine with maybe maths or general aptitude. You can practice general aptitude and maths every day for half an hour or for 1 hour, because there is no limit. There are many questions. Okay, so that's how you need to make your own strategy. Guys, we'll take questions now. Okay, we have just come to the end of the session. Full length test. Okay, test series are very important, which are also known as mock test. Uh, and from where you can analyze your performance. Okay, we give 15 full length mock tests to our students who enroll with us, and there are 4 mock tests which are free on our application. If you want, you can go and attempt those 4 mock tests as well. You'll get answers and everything of those 4 mock tests. But for our students, we give some national level tests. Okay, those are 15 tests which we give to our students. So Ratul, what tell us the importance of taking mock test.
mock test take first importance is it will get you habituated in the time frame, like 3 hours mock test. So the mock test will start just end when the 3 hours is over. You cannot delay that. So
Right.
there will be a that when the clock will run, then you will always be in a pressure that okay, I have to finish it in the 3 hours. Or else no, I have to finish it in 2 hours 45 minutes and I have to keep a 15-minute extra. So like this way of managing the time that comes very early. And the second thing that is that you get to habituated, like in the mock test, the questions are given in that mix and match type questions. Like first question one subject, second question one subject, the way it comes in the GATE exam. So that will also help you to get habituated to that. With that,
Yes.
first you solve a question of one subject, then another subject questions come. So, but how to tackle that?
Right.
So it actually builds the mentality, like with what mentality you are going to finally sit in the exam.
Right. So like the literal meaning of mock means to imitate. Okay, so if you are taking a mock test, you'll have to imitate the actual gate exam. Okay, so you shouldn't just start a mock test, then you just went there and went doing your own stuff and then again came back. And then, no, if you are taking a mock test, you will have to create that situation at your home or wherever you are taking your mock test, and you'll have to sit for 3 hours straight. Then only you will get the advantage, you'll get that output of taking a mock test. Then you analyze whatever mistakes you have made, try to understand those, and then again you take the second mock test. Okay, then you take the third mock test. So at least you take 15 to 20 mock tests, then you will feel confident and you'll get the same environment in the final exam, because you have taken so many mock tests. Now the actual exam would be easy for you because you have taken so many mock tests. Okay, so Rahul, the question is on the screen. How can students keep themselves motivated throughout their gate preparation? This is a question that a lot of students ask.
Like first we have to make yourself believe that why I want to give the gate exam. Like your motivation should first, you have to first pin your motivation. Like, okay, so this is the reason I want to give the gate exam. This is what I want. So that is the first thing you have to keep in mind. And the second thing is that you shouldn't compare yourself with others from the very beginning. You try to learn. The focus should be on learning. Like the more you learn a subject, you will get, and if you have interest in it, then that will actually build some, like what I said, that will actually build your mind that okay, so I have to give the exam, and that will actually motivate you. Okay, because I want to learn this, I want to build a career in this field, I want to study more about this in the future, so I will give the gate exam. So this motivation, actually builds the motivation when you in your
Right,
preparation.
exactly.
It's like
Right. Uh, okay. So what might see, we have already seen how you should prepare your gate exam and what is gate exam. And now let us just check what what might stop you from getting the gate score that you deserve. Where why students mostly fail, because there is no proper goal set, as Ratul has also mentioned that you must have a goal on mind. It can be IIT, it can be IISc, it can be in marks as well, like I need to score 70 plus in gate. That can also be your goal. Okay, that can be your goal. Wrong way of learning, because most of the time we do not know, we are preparing all alone, and we are not sure of where to start and how to start. Lack of a schedule and plan, proper schedule and plan, which we are going to help you. Do not know where you stand. Okay, so how you will know what is your current status? By taking tests. Okay, by discussing with your fellow men, by asking questions to your teachers, by reading and practicing at home. So you insufficient problem solving. So there is no limit to problem solving when it comes to gate. Okay, so you must solve as many questions as you can. Okay, improper or no self analysis, because we don't know, because we are preparing like most of the students, they do this mistake. They do not self analyze. And how you will be able to self analyze yourself? By taking mock test, you'll get answers to, like, you'll understand if where you are standing currently based on your preparation. Okay, not getting your doubts solved in time, this is also a problem, because you will keep your all your doubts, and it by the end it will be piled up, and you will not get sufficient time to work on your doubts. Neglecting your why and yourself. Okay, so these are the points which you should above. So yeah, so if you want, you can download our application from Play Store. It's called Vidyalankar Infinite. And what you'll get on a single app is, firstly, goal-based learning. Okay, you'll get live lectures and offline recordings, which means that there is unlimited recording. So whatever lectures will be conducted in our app will always be there in the application till your gate exam. So you can repeat you can get repeat access to those lecture n number of times. There is no limit to that. There is customized practice and test which you'll get on the application itself. There is a doubt solving platform. There is an AI generated insight which will keep a track on your activity, and it will constantly keep on notifying you, like what is your current status based on your preparation. Okay, there is a progress dashboard which is mapped to your goal, and it will also keep notifying you. So suppose your goal is Indian Institute of Science Bangalore, so it will tell you if the amount of time spent by you on the application is sufficient or not. Okay, and you will also get personalized support from mentors like Ratul, and there are many toppers and gate rankers who have been associated with Vidyalankar Infinite, and they will come on time to time to guide you on preparation strategy and other such questions, and they will motivate you basically. Okay, yeah. So focus on your learning, focus on your goal, and focus on yourself, right? So this is what the announcement that I was going to make. For 10 plus 2 months free subscription, the price is 34,000, and for 24 months free subscription, the price is 49,000. Okay, and for the students who have attended the webinar today, for them the fees is 29,999, and for 4 month subscription, 24-month subscription, the fees is 42,999, and this is inclusive of hard copy of study material. So you will get the hard copy of study material at your doorstep. We will courier that for you. And if you are interested to know more about these batches, I have shared a link. Please click that link in the chat box. Please click that link and fill the form. Our counselors or our academic advisors will get back to you. You can clear all your doubts, and you can also discuss the payment terms. If you are going to enroll for 1 year subscription or 24 2 year subscription, just discuss with them about the payment terms and all. They will let you know. And for hard copy of study material, including all the modules which includes general aptitude, maths, and core, plus past exam question papers, test series, and everything, will be couriered to your at your doorstep for students located outside of Mumbai, basically. Okay, and because Mumbai students can collect from any of the nearest Vidyalankar center. Plus, if you have any doubts, any questions, any queries, feel free to click this link and put your details and register your details. Our counselors will get back to you. This is it. Now we are going to take some questions. Okay. Okay. So I think there are many questions in the chat box. I'll go. मैं नीचे से शुरू करता हूँ राहुल. ठीक है. Okay, so Rutvik has asked why we need to solve previous year question, because the questions are not repeated in GATE. I think you have already answered this, but please repeat this again.
Yeah, questions will never be repeated, but you will get a flavor of that question in the next episode. Like whatever the questions they are framed by the gate authorities, the questions, the previous year question, they contain the flavor of the previous year question. Like suppose in a network theory there is a circuit given, but the circuit is not exactly the same which was given in the previous year. But you have, if you have solved the previous year questions, you would have known that okay, this is the method or this is the way to deal with that circuit. And by that way, you can tackle the present year question. So to get the flavor
Yeah.
of what is the case and how to deal with the question.
Yes.
That is
Yes. And the concepts are always same. Like you might be, ask questions where different concepts will be applied. But as a whole, you will get a fair idea of what kind of questions and what is the approach to solve those questions. So that's why previous year question papers are very, 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 very important. And the most important, I think, the most important resource to crack the GATE exam is previous year question paper and test series. Okay, but before that, you will have to, study. You will have to understand the concepts. Then you can start solving these questions. Okay, Lakshmi Prasanna Akula. She wants to know what was Ratul sir doing now. Okay, so Ratul is currently in Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, pursuing his masters. उसके बाद best book for general aptitude. So if you join Vidyalankar Infinite, you will get a book for general aptitude, one book for verbal ability, and one book for quantitative quants. Ratul, do you have any books, like कोई reference book आपके है क्या suggestion में?
एप्टीट्यूड में रेफरेंस कुछ नहीं था, वो मतलब प्रीवियस ईयर वाले एप्टीट्यूड करता था, हमारे कॉलेज में से एक मिलता था, कॉलेज में वो प्लेसमेंट के लिए देता था, उसको कर लेता था, टेस्ट सीरीज वाले एप्टीट्यूड सॉल्व करते थे.
Right, right.
अलग से कुछ नहीं.
Okay, so that is sufficient. Okay. Reference books for GATE preparation. So reference books, you can also visit our website. We have listed some reference book based on different subjects, and plus we like our modules are also sufficient because they are curated from last 17 years from different reference book, and those reference books are, you know, structured and designed by gate crackers and professors from IIT Bombay. Hi sir, please talk. So most of the students are asking about study material. So if you join VI, we will provide you the study material as a whole. How long did you study every day? Pooja wants to know, and how college and preparation were handled together.
Like what I had already told that like my gate subjects, I coincided my gate subjects with the college subjects, like semester subjects. So if I had prepared for the gate, then that would have automatically helped my semesters as well. And the extra
Okay.
subjects, those are actually done in groups. So this way, in college work, we used to do in group things like homework, assignments. So we get balanced those things.
Yeah. So in this competitive world, Pooja, you will have to, you know, find out time for yourself. One little advice for you: just sit down today and try to, you know, write in your notebook your productive work and your non-productive work for the entire day. Okay, so productive work is basically the work done. For students, productive work could be, you know, any work that you are doing for yourself, for your career, and for your knowledge gaining and xyz. Non-productive task would be the task which you are doing but it has no implication on your life as a whole. Okay, so you will see, I'm pretty sure that you can find out at least 1 or 2 hours every day which we generally waste in non-productive tasks. Okay, so that way you can like just try to, you know, self-analyze yourself. Pretty simple. Okay. Sarthak has asked how many attempt of gate exam. So there is no limit to that, but eligibility criteria is third year of engineering. So for third year itself, you can start attempting gate paper. While studying third year BTech, is it eligible for IIT? Yes, third year students can take gate exam. Ratul brothers, someone has written to you, which topics are more important as you think when you are preparing for gate exam, as gate exam is getting tougher every year. Is it? I don't know. Ratul, this question
Actually,
is
it's
for you.
not.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that tough, but it's actually the competition level is increasing because the the criteria which the IITs are putting forward with respect to the number of seats, the competition is increasing, and like and in the exam, if you see like a difference of 0.33 marks is getting a huge difference in the rank. Like so, that is the thing. The number of students are means in the number of competitive students are more with every year. So competition is increasing.
Okay. Satyanathan has asked like, suppose he has cracked the exam. Now he wants to apply to IITs. Okay, so IIT के rank के हिसाब से, so should he apply based on IIT's ranks? For example, IIT Bombay, Madras, ऐसा, or is it best to apply for domain specific highest rating IITs?
Domain
क्वेश्चन
specific
समझ में
because
हाँ आया ना? हाँ.
you have to apply for domain specific because you're not seeing an institute by the name, but your which which domain you are interested in, and corresponding is what are the professors or researchers going on in that institute. You have to first
Hmm.
check. Then
So
if you
that much of
if you
research
get
you will
then
have to do. Yes, yes. Okay.
you will get
Uh,
2 months after gate for that.
okay. 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 So once your score is out, you'll get at least 1 to 2 months time to, you know, figure out those things. Somitra wants to know, does past academic record matter for gate exam? For gate exam, it doesn't matter. Ratul, tell me one thing. Like, if you want to apply, like if you want to apply for IITs or IISc, will they will they see your you know, BTech score and semester scores and all? या फिर basic
IISc
eligibility
see
criteria
some.
is sufficient?
I think those in IISc they see for some what is it branches they see. For IITs, they don't see except there is interview. Like if it is an interview and if you're applying for integrated PhDs or those, then during the interview time they definitely ask like about your
Okay.
BTech score or this.
Okay. 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 I think we have almost taken all the questions. So, guys, if you have any more questions, you can write in the chat. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone for joining, and Ratul, thanks a lot for taking out time this Sunday. And I hope we will associate more for such sessions. Okay, and all the best for your future and your goals. And yeah, so I would like to thank from Vidyalankar Infinite for today's session, and thank you everyone for joining.